Hi guys, so here Rory here, co-founder of Sublime Trading, here with your daily update for the UK and US indices for Monday the 27th of April. If you're new to these daily updates guys, then I recommend starting with the recording that's pinned to the top of our Facebook page to get a good understanding of what I go through in these daily updates. So as always, this is our 3-screen setup, monthly in the top left, weekly in the top right, and our daily chart down here at the bottom. Okay, starting with the monthly time frame. So this is the support level where we can see that the month of April is failing to break through, and we've seen a bounce to the upside of between 8 to 10%. If we move across to the weekly time frame, we can see that price is below the 200 moving average and the 50 simple moving average. This is the current pullback that price is in. If you look at this week so far, we can see bullishness at the start of the week, and on the daily time frame, price is below the 200 moving average, the 50 simple moving average, but finding support at the 20 simple moving average. And this is the area of consolidation that I mentioned earlier, and what we're looking for really is a breakout above this high, which is the high of April 14th, to suggest a continuation to the upside. Now of course there are resistance levels in the way in the form of the 50 simple moving average. If this is cleared, then we're likely to see strength to the upside. If the low of March is cleared, then we are likely to see weakness to the downside. Price remains within these levels, then price will just be in consolidation. Okay, moving across to the Dow Jones, starting on the monthly, we can see price is bullish. It's trading above the low of last year, which is acting as support. On the weekly time frame, the pullback has taken price to the 200 simple moving average, where it's currently finding an area of support. If it closes above this level, then by the end of the month, then we're likely to see strength to the upside. And if we look at the daily time frame, price is below the 200 moving average, but currently price is inside this area of consolidation between the 50 simple moving average and the 20 simple moving average. So we want to see either a breakout to the upside, or we want to start seeing support levels cleared to suggest weakness to the downside. Similar setup on the S&P 500. The S&P 500 found support at the low of last year. We've had a bounce to the upside. Now on the weekly time frame, price is significantly above the 200 moving average, but below the 50 simple moving average, which is clustered with the 3000 round number. And we can see that in more detail on the daily time frame. Price is below the 200 moving average, which is also clustered with the 3000 round number. If we look at price itself, we can see it's inside this area of consolidation, currently just above the 50 simple moving average. But if we see breakouts to the upside, particularly above the 200 moving average, then we're likely to see strength back to the all-time high. Or if support levels are broken, then of course we could see potential weakness to the downside. The Nasdaq really leading the way in terms of strength. If we look at it, we can see that bullish April, but price is currently finding resistance at the high of last year. So we want to see price take this level out and then strength back to the upside. On the weekly time frame, price above the 200 and the 50 simple moving averages. We can see this move back to the upside. So good recovery on the Nasdaq, and also on the daily time frame, price above all 3 moving averages, currently inside this area of consolidation. We can see a bullish Friday last week, but ultimately if this high point is cleared and that 9,000 round number, then we're likely to see strength back to the all-time high. So the Nasdaq really leading the way in comparison to the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones. Now if we move down to the S&P 500, we can see again a bullish April, so it'll be interesting to see where price closes by the end of the month. On the weekly time frame, price is above the 200 moving average, but below the 50 simple moving average and that 3000 round number. On the daily time frame, price is below the 200 moving average, but above the 50 and the 20 simple moving averages. We can see a bullish start to the week, but remember it's the end of day candlestick that is the most relevant to us, as it gives us a much clearer indication of what could happen through to tomorrow and the rest of the week. So it's always the end of day candlestick that is of most interest to us. If this resistance level is cleared by the end of today, then we could see strength, but it's really the 200 moving average that we want to see cleared to really confirm strength back to the all-time high. These resistance levels hold strong, then we could see potentially further weakness, particularly if support levels are broken. For now, we're still standing aside from placing any positions on stocks until we get a clear trend direction in the market. That's me for today, guys. Please like, comment and share. Let's get these videos out and get people understanding how to use the indices to build a solid investment portfolio. And I will see you on tomorrow's recording.